crew here trimming down the Washingtonia palm tree.
Oh, they got it covered.
Yeah.
So this palm is actually coming down today, and we're going to learn a little bit more about why and this tree's story with Aaron, our senior horticulturist.
Yes, so they've taken down all the palm fronds, as you can see, and now they'll slowly cut away the trunk of the palm tree, but they don't disturb any of our plants below. It's pretty noisy in here. Let's go chat with Aaron. Okay, so we're here with Aaron. Aaron, good morning.
Morning.
Tell us about who's here and what's going on.
Our partners at Wise Tree Service, who are, actually, you can hear the chainsaw buzzing in the background. They're actually cutting on, removing, not cutting on, they're removing the Washingtonia foliifera, which is a California fan palm, endemic to the Baja region of Southern California, northern Mexico, northwest Mexico.
Yes.
And they are removing this palm today because it was at the glass of the dome. And I didn't want it to wave at us through the glass as we're driving by on 235 anytime soon.
Yes, it would be really cold in here, and today it'd be a little bit rainy. So they're taking this out, and from what I heard, this was relatively a new tree to us.
Yeah.
Around 2006, the story is that it was a donation brought in a black bucket.
Yeah.
So that must mean these grow pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, again, you and I were talking before this, and you were saying 2 to 3 feet a year.
Super fast.
So again, I started here about 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, August, and I mean that tree, which again was at the glass at about 35 plus feet, was maybe 15 feet, 16 feet tall when I started 4 years ago. And it's completely shot up. And again, palms grow very differently than say an oak or a maple or something like that. They just have two growing points, the tip and the root. So they have an apical in the meristem, which is the top. So again, so think of like grass. So if you cut that crown off the top, it'll kill the plant. So that's why you can't prune like the fronds or the leaves and just kind of reduce the size, because it'll actually kill the plant. So that's why, once it gets to that top of the glass here, we have to make some decisions about what we're going to do. And again, we don't want it to push through the glass for safety reasons and otherwise. Yes. So that's why we're having to remove it.
So what are some of the benefits of removing this tree? What are the future plans and the benefits for the desert garden?
Yeah, so it's going to enable us, and we've had to remove a few palms over the past few years that have been up at the top of the dome. Some have been grown for 40 plus years. Yeah. It's really enabled light to penetrate to some of that under canopy. We've really noticed the understory of the dome really take off as some of this light has been able to penetrate through. It'll enable us to really, it's sad, right? I'm here kind of like, I'm not coming out here very often because it makes me a little sad to remove such a lovely specimen, but it gives us opportunities as gardeners, as horticulturists in this space to think about next specimens to come in here. Whether we decide to put a palm back in there, I don't know yet, but we have a lot of larger agave specimens, large cactus specimens that will be getting more light that we've been having to keep in the back because we just don't have that light penetration in space that we were talking about moving out, and so everybody can see them, right? Yeah. So again, there may be a palm that gets put back in a container there, but again, I'm not thinking that something for that big. There's just opportunities us as gardeners and horticulturists to think about there's millions of options, right? That's what's so awesome. There's millions of options to be able to get stuff back into spaces that we can share that we've been prevented to because of the lack of light in space.
Right. And so how often does the tree trimming group come on site, and what other projects are they working on today?
Right now they usually come on about yearly. Again, it's just a yearly project. Again, we try to do preventative maintenance as best we can to make sure, again, safety is our main priority, especially in the dome, because a lot of these palms have they'll shed their fronds, and we try to make sure that they come in and take care of those things as they can. So annually we kind of get them in here to do that. Today they're working on another type of tree, a clusia, that's in the back. It's called a pitch apple. It's a tropical plant, but that was also growing against the glass. But unlike the palm, it has multiple growing spates. It's more of a plant that you can trim back to keep in size. So they're just going to cut it back off the glass. And again, they're just doing things like that and removing, as they have time and ability, to remove fronds that they see hanging as best they can. We also have a Arborvitae out front that was run over by a semi-truck. The root ball a couple of years ago was run over by a semi-truck, and I think crushed that root ball, and then last year's drought kind of finished it off. Yeah. So we have to have that removed, and it will be removed and replaced, but it's a large specimen. So they're going to be doing that work today. Awesome. And again, that's kind of what their plans are for today as they have the day.
So those are the changes you'll be able to see in the garden. Again, this is Monday. We're closed on Mondays, so we try and do this work on Mondays. We took some video, so it's kind of interesting to see him climbing that
they're really
palm.
amazing.
and cutting that down. So hopefully we'll include some of those videos or pictures of before and after.
And just real quick, we're using this group because Weiss has a relationship with again, he's one of the few, this company, Steve Weiss is the owner of this company. They're one of the few companies in the region that have experience with palm trees. He's got some contracts in Hilton Head at some golf courses, and he's also goes down to Florida and does hurricane relief after hurricanes go through and works with clearing hurricane debris. And so again, it's really nice to have somebody that has that experience here.
Yeah, you don't find that in Iowa.
You really don't. Yeah, no. I mean, you really don't find it that. So we're really grateful to him. And they've done such great work for us in the past because we have a lot of specimens underneath these large trees, and they're able to protect those specimens for us as well.
And they kind of have like a pulley system where when he chops it off, they have ropes that kind of keep it from falling.
Yep. As arborists, they'll rig those large chunks off with ropes, and again they'll just kind of make sure that they're protecting themselves and others below them. But they'll rig that and they'll just chunk it out and piece it out piece by piece, and work slowly but efficiently to be able to just take that stuff out without harming the stuff below. So again, I'm always humbled by their ability when they come in here and do this work. Because again, they last 2 years, I mean, they removed like an 80-foot palm off the top of the dome 3 years ago, and it was amazing to see.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and we hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit more about our tree trimming today. Bye.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.